Oh, what happened?
Oh, there you are. Welcome. Come on in. Don't be shy.
And there you are. Welcome. Come on in. Don't be shy. Good to see everybody in here. Hello, all Orvillians and Trekkies and shifters and happy shifters and everybody. Welcome to everybody. Welcome, 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 guys. And let me turn off my notifications here. All right. Good to see everybody. It's good to be back. Happy Sunday to everybody. Happy Monday to everybody who is a little ahead of the timeline there. Down under and the Kiwis and Asia. So good to see everybody. Let's see who is in here. By the way, we got some surprise panelists coming up on here today, and I'm going to talk a little bit about. You guys have heard me talking a lot about the all shift happily now and the all shifting happily. You guys you're gonna hear me more talking. Uh, you're gonna hear me talking more about that. Am I losing myself? Okay. And let's see who's in. Let's start by say hi to everybody. Alrighty. Hello, Maria Tiantelli. Good to see you. Good to see you, Maria. By the way, Maria's got some interesting stuff coming with Mama Telly. She's got some interesting stuff coming with Mama Telly. Great cooking videos coming out. I saw. I get a sneak peek. Hello, Billiard. Good to see you, Bill Barkley and his picks. Good to see you, my friend. I wonder what Bill Barkley was recommending tonight. Good to see you, Bill Barkley. Good to see you, Bill. Raymond Feliciano. Good to see you, King of the Dolphins, King Dolphin TV. Science fiction author Raymond Feliciano. Good to see you, my friend. Mr. Lundell. Good to see you, my friend. Wow, it's great to see you, and of course, Mr. Lindell has got the groovy movies going on. I'm sure. I hope he's going to let us know what groovy movie he has got coming up soon. So,
What do you say there now, Mr. Lundell there? We should honor Mr. Lundell with a big, grandiose honor there. Maybe change the name of the London Bridge there now to the Lundell Bridge there now. What do you say there? I'll talk to the king for you there.
dude, let me finish the intros, man. And I don't know why you're so obsessed with the Lundell Bridge. He's obsessed with the whole Lundell Bridge thing. I'm sorry, Mr. Lundell. Anyway, our at least he's in a better mood. He's not pissed off at me anymore. So good to see you, Mr. Lundell. Hush up for a little bit, Arg, if you don't mind. Hi everyone, finishing making dinner. We'll be right back. Good to see you. Yes, and again, and again, and again. Good to see you, Lydia, from Florida. And hello, Sandra Feliciano, the better half of Raymond. Good to see you, my friend. Hello, LDG, free the net. Hashtag free the net. Good to see you, my friend LDG. And DJ Ronnie, the best DJ out there. Not DJ. I still got to catch up with you, man. We got to talk tech. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, DJ. And John DeMarco, King of the Luminites himself, is in the house. Good to see you, John. Thank you for joining us, my friend. And Barry saying hi from Florida. Welcome. Good to see you, Barry. And hi from Florida. Inspiration says hi. Thank you for joining us. Positive Candor. Good to see you, my friend. Great googly moogly. Can't wait for season 4. Isn't this interesting? We're between season 3 and season 4, while the all shift happily community is between 3D and 4D, and I don't know. It's just too much of a coincidence to me. By the way, I'm going to do something in a little bit. I'm going to do something in a little bit that I have absolutely no permission to do. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And thank God, Seth and Tom and they set up everything in a way that the Orville channels have a little bit of leeway. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show a about 4-minute clip. I'm going to show about a 4-minute clip of Orville, which I'm not supposed to do. However, I'm going to do it for a reason. I'm going to do it because this 4-minute clip of the Orville, it helps to it summarizes in those 4 minutes kind of what the all shift happily community is about to Orvillians and Trekkies. And to the all shift happily people, it shows them as well what the Orvillians and the Trekkies are about. And what happens is that we're all in the same boat. We're all the same community, basically. So I'm going to show that little piece later. And good to see you, Positive Candor. Um, and by the way, I'm not going to watch Alien Romulus. I'm not really into things bursting out of people. You know, I kind of, I'm going to agree with that, Bill. I'm going to agree with that. Yeah, I'm not terribly interested in the this alien movie, to be honest. Yeah. Top of the evening. Dan Crane, good to see you, Dan Crane. Be humble. Hey, LPJ, let's go. Hail, Dan. Good to see my friend Dan. Thank you, Dan, for joining us. And guys, put up your use your wrenches. Those of you trusted creators who have wrenches, of course, please go ahead and use them. So, uh, I'm slowly working my way through final season 4 of Umbrella Academy. Yeah, it's pretty average so far. Yeah, I saw a little bit of that. I saw a little bit of that. I'm not crazy. But let's see. Yeah, let us know. Let us know what you think, Bill. Sci-Fi Mombi, good to see you, Sci-Fi Mombi. And Sci-Fi Mombi's been streaming a lot and growing, and she's kicking ass and taking names over there. So congrats to Sci-Fi Mombi and her growth. And Todd Lehman, Jaloja, Todd Lehman. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, my friend. It's been far too long, and we got to talk Todd's comics project, Orville Comics Project, when he's a chance, when he's ready. Um, YouTube might get after you. They might. They might. We'll see. What we're going to do is I'm going to play that clip in intervals, and we'll see what happens. And but yeah, thank you, Barry. You're absolutely right. They might get after. But we're so good. We're such a good channel. And we don't like, yeah, we're such a good channel. We should get some leeway. We'll see what happens. Seth provides leeway. You know, Seth and Tom and all those guys. Well, you know, obviously it's Seth's project, but him and his crew, Seth and his crew, provide that leeway when people are streaming. When JP is, but it is true that like JP has had a lot of Mr. Egotastic. JP Egotastic has had a lot of issues with some of his footage, and it's not Seth or it's YouTube. I mean, I think it may have caused problems for him. Who knows? Uh, I'm approved to release breaking news that he might be released from the hospital tomorrow and be on his way. Oh, thank God. I wanted to know what the hell was wrong with Bird. Yeah, if I felt like something was wrong. Because I haven't seen him in a while. All right, thank you, LDG. Thank you so much for saying that. Watch the Paramount Plus Tales of a Teenage. Oh, okay. It's actually pretty good. Okay, Bill Barkley. Thank you. All right. So it's good to see everybody in here. And good day, says Medallion from Down Under. Good to see you, Medallion. Thank you, my friend, for dropping in here. What's the good word? The good word is that PJ's about to put up a clip that he's going to get his we're going to get hit we're going to get demonetized for. I hope we don't get I just hope we don't get anything else than that, other than that. So that's what's up. So this week's groovy line. Oh, good. This is the movie Animal Farm. Oh, interesting. Make sure you put the link in there, Mr. Lindell, at least to your channel. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. All right, guys. Now, I want to see. We have. So I have. I am putting up. By the way, I am putting up the panel. The I am putting up the StreamYard link. Now, this StreamYard link is for. It's an open panel for people from the All Shift Happily community. So, if you're a regular Orville Nation, I'm going to ask you guys to pass today on this today. In case anybody wants to join me from the, let's say, Happy Shifters. Anybody wants to join me from that can can it's pinned to the top. Okay. So it's pinned to the top. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. And we have somebody backstage. Let me just see. Hey, Gati, you feel like you're ready to join me? You want to just storm me? I know you're just going to do audio, but just checking to see if she is. Alrighty. All right, friends. So we're going to bring in a friend here from the All Ship Happily community. That is the link. If you are from the ASHN, the All Shift Happily Now community, you are welcome to join us. Okay. So um, let's see if let's see if this works. Hello, Kati.
Hi, do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hey, how are you?
Hey, good, you.
It's such a pleasant surprise for you to join us. Thank you for popping in here.
Well, it's true that I don't really know this community of science fiction fan, but I know you and I like you, so you're
Well,
very energetic in this medium. I like your I like your energy.
well, thank you, my friend, and I love your energy. Kati is there. She is. Hey, welcome. Everybody, say welcome to Kati. Um, can you turn up the volume a little bit, maybe?
I'm gonna try.
Just a little bit. So Kati is a wonderful member of our community, with our All Shift Happily Now community, which is a is let's say I don't know how would you describe our community, Kati?
It's hard to describe, really. I was interested by this guy, Tim and Sarah. In fact, I didn't meet Tim, but I saw Tim on Cosmic Disclosure. Hi, Medallion. Cosmic Disclosure on Gaia. And he talked in a different way. He felt honest and he was talking about things that you don't hear people talk about. So I think that's what links us, the two communities. It's that the All Shift Happily Now community. It sounds a bit very, very positive, but first of all, it's a group of people that are very open-minded. That's what I would say. Would you say that, CP? PT? Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, this is where I came across Tim as well. So you guys know, a lot of you guys know that the Gaia community, the Gaia, not it's Gaia is like a little Netflix for personal growth and some mysticism, etc. And the Gaia.com is has an interesting show called Cosmic Disclosure, excuse me. And like Kati said, a lot of us got to know Tim a couple of years ago from that show, and Tim has grown his presence online. He's a very interesting person, very sweet guy. And through him, we also got to know Sarah, who is an amazing subconscious freedom worker, coach. That was amazing to meet Sarah, huh? Through right, Kati?
Oh, yes, she is very agile. Is it your phone? She's
I'm
very
sorry. I thought I turned it off. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yes, well, Sarah is a good healer. She is capable of going inside and questioning her own mind and also guiding people to question their own mind. She's a personal coach, I would say. And Tim he has a unique experience having worked in those special access program, covert government. So he has a special experience, special background, a unique experience. And
Yeah.
I mean, he talks about guys and studying the universe and how they were able to put him in a room where they would condense frequencies so it would allow him to interact with non-human intelligence. And that's 80 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's not 80,
Yeah.
but He was
It started.
referring to a
Yeah.
study. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this
So
so basically, like, just to kind of like situate people, you hear about like some of these whistleblower people that are starting to talk about certain things, and not every government is the same way. And apparently, Tim, who has worked in governance in Europe, he's not a whistleblower. Actually, he has permission to discuss certain aspects of what he's worked on, and that is what is very fascinating. And so our community, the All Shift Happily Now community, is basically getting a lot of, I would say, a lot of the spiritual. Would you say, Kathy, the spiritual side of what Tim has been exposed to?
yes, yes, exactly. I think what happened is that Tim met some extraterrestrial. Sounds crazy, but um, he's explaining his contacts with gray aliens and also um, an extraterrestrial intelligence that they called Being Six, and this was life changing. Both experiences for him were life changing, but the second one, his experience with this Being Six, like a higher level consciousness, really changed his life, and it opened his heart. He says it changed him. He doesn't feel the same since that experience. So yes, it's more. So since then, he's developing this project of if all the people that have open mind and open heart can get together, we can actually change some the collective frequency, the main collective frequency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think the best way, and this is what I meant when I said I was going to do something I'm not supposed to do. I'm going to play a little clip of Orville, of the Orville. And I think Gati's not very familiar with the Orville, are you?
Not at all. Not at all.
Not at all. Okay. So it's kind of like Star Trek, and I'm going to play a little clip, and let's see. And yeah, I'll see what happens. Let's see what happens, Medallion. Hey, JPRPH1. Hey, Curtis. Good to see all of you. Um, I'm going to play a little clip, and I'm going to play it in segments. I'm going to play it in little intervals. So just to, because we're not supposed to be playing it. So see what YouTube, let's see what YouTube lets us get away with. And again, this is going to help everybody kind of understand, I think, a little bit about what Kathy is talking about and what Kathy and I are talking about, and a little bit of what Sarah and Tim are about, and the All Shift Happily Now community, and how the similarities between what all you guys are about, everybody in the chat who's regularly here, and on a lot of our, our sister channels, and a lot of our greater nerd community. You guys, the thing is that you guys are we're all on the same page. Most of us are pretty much on the same page, and it has really a lot to do with well, I think let's play this clip, and then we'll keep talking about it. So let's see. I'm gonna mute you, Kati, while we play this. Okay. And so what I did, I wanted this to look a little more cheesy, and I want it to look less professional, because we're not supposed to be showing this. So what I'm going to do is I just recorded off my computer, basically. So and guys, hey, Positive Candor, I see you in the back. Why don't you hang on for a little bit, and we'll see if. So the link is today for the All Shift Happily people, but you're back there, so stay back there, and let's listen, guys. Let's see if I. All right, I'm going to play this in 20-second. Now, for everybody, into like 20-second intervals. For you guys who are Orville fans, you guys will remember there was a all you Gilliacs, and you guys know what I'm talking about. Um, all you Gilliacs out there, we're remember this episode where both Kelly and Boris share a birthday, right? And it's their birthday. And but this is kind of that what happens later on in the episode is not what I want to focus on. I want to focus on what happens at the very beginning and the excitement at the beginning. And that excitement at the beginning is what connects Orvillians, Trekkies, and All Shift Happily Now, and whatever you think that Sarah and Tim are talking about. This is the excitement I want to capture. Okay, here we go, guys.
Well, that way we can do it up a little bigger than usual. Invite more of the crew.
Is this an order?
No, it's just a thought.
Then I do not wish to have a joint party.
Why not?
I prefer my birthday to be my day.
He's afraid he's going to get less stuff.
I am not afraid.
And he's right. Joint birthday, less stuff for everybody. It's a trap, Boris.
Captain, I'm picking up.
All right. I have to just stop it right here. This is a good place to stop, and we're gonna continue in 1 second. So yeah, this is just to situate you guys. You guys know what episode this is. Many of you do. Great episode, by the way. Great episode, and thank you, Bill. Yeah. I hope when season 4 is announced, Adrienne is coming back. Sometimes her interviews sound like she's all over. Yeah. I think we got her back. Yeah, Medallion, I hear you. I think she's coming back. I think she was voiced for me. I think she was voicing some of her difficulties, especially through COVID. There's a lot of difficulties for the Orville cast through COVID. All right, let's keep watching.
Captain, I'm picking up a transmission from somewhere in the Gamma Valorum system. That's a long way out. It looks like old-style microwaves.
From a ship?
No. It's a planet.
Confirmed. There are 7 planets in the Gamma Valorum star system.
Oh my god. What? It says, is anyone out there?
All right, I have to stop it. All right, is anyone out there? And what happens is the Orville is a ship in the Planetary Union, kind of like the Galactic Federation and Star Trek, and basically they're picking up a message from a planet, like just directed out into space to anyone, and we're going to hear what that is right now.
Is anyone out there?
Mortis, check Union records for any previous contact with that star system.
Negative, sir.
Oh, baby! This is it! This is what we signed up for!
Talk about a birthday gift.
All hands, this is the captain. Begin prepping all stations for first contact.
Can you feel that excitement, guys? Can you feel the crew's excitement for contact? A lot of these people have been trained as contact specialists, right? Just like you guys are, just like everybody in this chat is, and just like everybody, right, Kati? Everybody in that or All Shift Happily community is almost a contact specialist, right? All right. Feel that excitement, guys.
Gordon, set a course for Gamma Valorum and engage quantum drive.
With pleasure, sir.
All right, I'm going to stop it. There's a lot of music here. I'm going to stop it 1 second. And yes, you guys feel that excitement? You feel that? Hey, Donnie Don, good to see you there, Mr. Power Ranger himself. They were playing Comfortably Numb into Space as Medallion. Good to see you, Donnie Don. No, this is not the one with Tim Russ. No. Everyone is happy. Aren't they happy, Barry? They certainly are. They certainly love it, says Medallion. Yeah, don't we love this? Um, good to see you guys. Good to see you. JP's good. JP's good. JPRPH1. All right. Oh, feel that excitement, guys. Feel that excitement.
What do we know about these people from the initial communication?
They're awaiting our arrival, and they've given us landing coordinates. Other than that, nothing. That's the fun part.
We decided against the joint birthday, correct?
Love that humor in the Orville. There's a lot of there's a lot of humor in the Orville, Kathy. Kathy, yes, feels that excitement. Thank you. And we're gonna unmute Kathy as soon as we finish with this. And let's finish watching it. Wait until they then second cut. Wait until they have to do the real work. Yeah, second contact. Yeah. Yeah, this just a heads up. This episode does have a big twist, and of course, as you know, after contact, there's issues that arise, right? Which is kind of the reality of the situation, right? There can be issues, right? There's most likely to be issues. This makes you think that PJ should do full watch-alongs of the episode. Should I? You know what? We might do that in private. I can't do it. We might do it on Rumble, maybe. We got the Orville Nation. I'm sorry, we got the Inspiration Rumble up. All right, let's finish watching this. This could very well be 20th century Earth, right? 21st century Earth, right, guys? And of course, the Orville is set a couple hundred years in the future. I want to get me one of those shuttles. Won't you guys want? Who would want one of those shuttles? Raise your hand if you want one of those shuttles. Actually, the new shuttles. There's the new shuttles too, right? Oh, be careful, Donnie.
Okay, here we go.
I'm just going to let this play out for the rest of it. So I stopped 1 sec to just play the rest of the segment. And we're going to be, that's a 4-minute and 6-second segment that we're playing.
You know, we could make up fake names. They wouldn't know.
Why would we do that?
Oh, I've always hated my name. I just figured this is one of those times where you can make your own name.
It's true. We could.
You know, like I could be Chad, you could be Maxine.
Should we do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Mix it up.
Right? Why not?
Let's do it.
No, I feel like they'd know. First prefect. I'm Captain Ed Mercer of the USS Orville. This is my first officer and crew. On behalf of the people of our world, welcome to Rigor 2. On behalf of the Planetary Union, welcome to the galaxy.
So welcome to the Galaxy Rigor 2. All right. Let's see what I hope you guys can understand a little bit of where the common ground is here and why we're gonna be introducing the happily shifting community into our streams as well. So Kati, what did you if you can unmute yourself, if you want, Kati. And what did you think about it? Did you feel that excitement?
Oh yes, I think it's fun. It's really cool, fantastic little show. I've never seen it, but it's really fun. And I think you're right. It represents what a lot of the community of All Shift Happily Now are hoping for when the people that are going to the conference in Germany, for example, that's what they're going for in, in one
Yeah.
part of the reason they go. Maybe not all all the reason. There's also that change that we bring about in our own perception of reality, but there's also that contact with other civilizations. Yes, I see that. I see the relations, the relation. Yes.
Yeah. I so there is there it's so basically this so our sci-fi community is very much into the same thing from the storytelling fiction side of it, and the All Shift Happily Now community is exploring, what could be the more realistic side to it. And but I think that everybody, this is why the All Shift Happily community is, I'm sorry, the sci-fi community is very open to probably most of the stuff we talk about, right?
Hmm.
Um,
Is your community open to, would you say that your community all had weird dreams and experiences?
I would, because this has come up a lot. I would say that much of our community has had, um, much of our community has had certain things happen. Even and actually, now that you mention it, um, we even had one of the actors, Jay Lee, who joined us one time, and he was even sharing. One of the actors of the Orville was even explaining a strange experience he had had. Right. And let me just say
Mhm.
hi to, hey Connie, good to see you, Connie. Good to see Captain Phantom Nerd, JPRPH1. Uh, always like it when I always love it when alien worlds have exact same Earth architecture. Yeah. Uh, yeah. So good to see everybody in here. Yeah. Um, so I think that I think that this is it's a real pleasure to be able to start to open this door between both communities, and it's a pleasure to have Kati here. And I thought, thank you everybody for being so welcoming to Kati. Um, what are you going to go to the Germany conference, Kati?
Thank you. At
Are
the
you?
moment, it's not, I wasn't able to make it. At the moment, my plans are not, I can't go at the moment because I went to Italy. So I'm
Oh,
from
you did.
Canada and going, I went to Italy. Yes, the second experience with Tim. It was very, very cool to meet open-minded people. I think the community, your community might like to expand um, and meet with our community. I don't think we're so different. You're right.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. How was it? How was Italy? Can you? I mean, I know a little bit about it because you've told us, but can you share with people what a little bit what Italy was like? The Italy
Well, it was
retreat?
it was the chance to meet people that are. We were talking about some people having. Hey, Curtis. Hi, Curtis. Different perspectives, and so meet friends that you can talk about things that are not necessarily mainstream, and they're open. And also what's special with this community is that they're, like you were saying, they're a bit more spiritual. Most of them are listening to Gaia, where you develop
Yeah.
your inner knowledge, your inner connection with your higher selves and your, I mean, different levels of consciousness. And so most people in this Italy trip were totally ready to talk about their own experience, what happened to them, and it's really interesting. And also the chance to meet Tim in
Yeah, you're. I think
person
for
and
me,
ask his
I-
experience
I'm
is quite unique. And
I'm sorry, Kati. You were breaking up a little for me. I'm sorry.
oh, okay.
Can
What were you
you repeat?
saying?
You were breaking up a little for me. You were breaking up a little bit. Can you repeat?
Oh,
Can you
okay.
repeat?
Yes, the last idea that I was sharing was Italy for me was the chance to meet with Tim, who has a had a different experience. All those special projects with the covert government made him aware of certain things, how reality works, how what we believe, what we're thinking, what we're saying can influence our reality at the end of the day. And when we're two or three or four people reinforcing what one believe, what one is saying, we are reinforcing a reality unconsciously sometimes that we don't even want to see. So that's why I'll shift happily now. Just sometimes during the day, just think about how you would like reality to be, and make sure your thoughts are sometimes aligned with what you would like to see. So Tim brought that idea, and it was very fascinating. I don't know if the sound is better.
Yes, now it's better. It's better, Kati.
Okay. And Sarah was not in Italy, so that was sad. I thought I would meet her too. Sarah is like the psychologist, the personal coach. She's more emotionally aware. Well, Tim is very a sensitive guy, and he has developed some special sensitivity, or his empathy and his intuition are, I would say, very high, but he's not used to deal with, like a lot of people feel fear, and also we have a at times habituatal. I'm not sure if I say that right. You know, our thoughts are habits,
Yeah.
and we have.
Uh,
So Sarah is good to. She's good to train your brain not to always thinking the same depressive thoughts. So
and
so she's
I'm
good.
just going to put up. I'm going to put up a picture. So because we're talking about two friends of ours. Let me just put up a picture of theirs, Kati. While you keep talking,
Okay.
I'm putting up a picture of Sarah and Tim. All right, so that's them, and you guys have seen me sharing stuff from Gaia TV. Yesterday, some of you guys saw me share the Jeff Mara interview or show. There's a show that Jeff has with Tim now. I think you caught that, didn't you, Kati?
I did. It was a good interview, because it's nice to hear Tim talk about his experience. Every time he talks about an experience like he had, it's hard to put in words and to really express in 5 minutes. So yesterday he had 5 minutes to talk about his contact with this being at a highest level of consciousness. So, and he talks about, I don't know if your community was aware of that, but um, humans having ex- explored the solar system and even beyond. Did you hear him say that? So that's pretty science fiction.
I've heard him. Yeah, I've heard him say stuff like that before, and yeah, there is there is a lot that happens apparently that most people are not aware of, or where it's been kept from most people, and the
Mhm.
fact that we have already stepped out of our even beyond our solar system is a fascinating concept, right?
Yes, yes. I'd love to ask more questions about that. And you guys in your community, everything that is science fiction is probably a bit of disclosure, is it not?
Yeah, that's another thing too. And I think you heard me ask Tim about this before, and Tim said exactly what I've I've been thinking for a long time. And like when we were asking Tim about science fiction and stuff, and I've been saying for a long time that what's been going on with science fiction. You guys have heard me say this to Doomcock. Doomcock is a YouTuber, a friend of ours. You guys have heard me say this to Doomcock a lot. You guys in the chat, that this is just a big psyop. What's going on with Trek and Star Wars, and what is going on and how they're being used and how they're being manipulated right now has a lot to do with they're basically just using these franchises for purposes,
Mhm.
for several different purposes. But are you a science fiction fan at all in any way, Kati?
Well, I love Star Trek,
Yeah.
definitely, and Star Trek New Generation. But usually my first language is French, so I often see those shows, and um, I have to wait for the translation to really get every little sentence, and not to be able to follow every little conversation. I just miss a lot. But I love it. Um, yeah, so that's why I followed Tim and Sarah, and I went to Italy. It was mostly to finally be with people that are open-minded and ready to look at life in with open mind and open heart. Because it's not just in your mind, it's also the energy that you have around your whole body, meaning your heart. And every experience is an energy that we can learn to utilize.
Yeah. How long did the Italy retreat last, by the way? Like 3 or 4 days?
I think it was 4 days. Yeah. And Cindy was there too. You know Cindy in the
Oh, Cindy
Ticket
was
to
there.
Ride?
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
there. Yeah.
And you guys did. So you guys did. I know you guys did some meditation. You guys did some.
Yes.
There was some. I'm sure there was some teaching from Tim, right?
Yes, exactly. Tim was teaching a few exercise where you could learn to feel the energy around the body, the human body, and how to become more aware of it. Because yeah, I think the consciousness of your own body and controlling your thoughts. I mean, your body is your ship.
Yeah.
Your
The
consciousness is
the
your ship.
yeah, yeah. I think that a lot of what comes up a lot in some of the in what comes up a lot for people who watch Gaia is a lot of something that comes up a lot is the secret and the law of attraction. What did you think about that when that came out, Kati? Were you aware of
You,
it when?
yeah, you're talking about the movie.
Yeah, the movie and the book and
Well, I mean, it's universal laws. I think people, and I think it's ancient wisdom
hmm
that we should all be aware uh, about the power of our thoughts and emotions. Even Einstein said everything is energy. So I think Tim and Sarah are doing a great job at Sarah. She's treating uh, the the person on a individual basis,
hmm
where she's helping us to unblock some repetitive or subconscious patterns, um, internal dialogue that might be blocking people into reliving the same patterns. And and Tim is bringing our awareness of um, the power of our mind and our consciousness, and how we can keep developing our perception of of our energy. How would you explain it?
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of ancient wisdom. Um, there's a lot of ancient wisdom that has been around for a long time. When I mentioned about the secret and the law of attraction and stuff, it was I think that opened the door to a lot of Westerners, to some of those ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that yeah, I think the Y'all Shift Happily Now community is really just reconnecting, right? Like Tim and Sarah are trying to help people reconnect
Yes.
to
To the
some of that ancient wisdom, and
yes.
with a little help from the present, and a little help from from um, from like Sarah's techniques and work, and a little help from the other Sarah and the other people they work with,
Yeah.
and a little help from Tim's experiences, and they're putting together this community, which I thought it was interesting. Got the remember we talked about um, how like their long term goal is to have this community grow and grow and grow. I think
Mm-hmm.
is fascinating in
Mm-hmm.
itself.
It's almost a spiritual goal that he has. They have
Yeah.
a really they're good hearted people. I don't know if it's a good way to say. Sorry, my English is
Yes.
not perfect.
Your English is
And
better than my English, Scotty.
but they also joined with intuitive, like the other Sarah, Sarah Bressman Cosme,
Hmm.
and Debbie Solaris. Those the first one, the other Sarah,
Hmm.
I mean Sarah Bressman, she's
Yeah.
a hypnosis therapist. So she goes into contacting your inner beyond your subconscious, beyond your daily consciousness. So they learn to also work with um, other parts of your own psyche that is awake, but not the daily awakeness. And then, hi, Smarta Popus and girl.
It's not easy. Snortopupus, yeah.
Okay. And the other intuitive is Debbie Solaris, and she has a different experience. She says she explains or she presents herself as a contactee.
Hmm.
I don't know if you knew about that. So Debbie Solaris has
A little bit, yeah.
been in contact with apparently some ETs, Arcturians. I don't know if your community know about all these. And I mean, that's what they say.
Yeah.
And she has a weird knowledge where you cannot read that in a dictionary or you cannot consult um, any book. She's just having that intuitive contact with the Akashic records
Hmm.
and galactic history. So that's quite interesting because that's it for your community. It's really science fiction in
Yeah,
direct.
listen, you get what Gati is saying, Gati is saying that some of the stuff that these people talk about and they talk about in our community, you guys would eat this up, because I mean they're talking about a lot of things you guys have seen in Star Trek The Next Generation, the Orville, and but they're talking about for real. So I
Mhm.
think Kathy is right. Like they would eat this up, right?
I think yes, if they want, if they're interested about exploring it, exploring those ideas. Excuse me.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, I put in Sarah Zula's and Tim's IGs, Instagrams. That's probably what they use most. A lot of people in the chat got they're very big on Twitter, but Sarah and Tim are not big on Twitter, so we're putting in their Instagrams. Um,
Yeah, yeah, they're good on Instagram. Yeah.
and yes, Vulcan meditation, yes, Bill. And Vulcans meditate every day, of course. Kati, how often do you meditate?
Well, I try to meditate in my daily life, but lately I've been using Tim and Sarah's meditation because Tim is also bringing another technology to his meditation where he's adding another frequency that helps your brain through the principle of harmonization, trains your
Mhm.
brain outside for new ideas or for a bit of expansion, for ease of getting out of your most sticky thought. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 absolutely. And that what Gati is saying is that when you sign up for one of these groups, sometimes Tim and Sarah are giving us different tools that you won't usually find anywhere. And that's kind of what she's describing. And Curtis also said before, I have lucid dreams on occasion, says Curtis.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, for some of those people, for example, for Debbie Solaris, and I'm sure Tim and Sarah also, they would look at the lucid dream as another reality
Yeah.
that is connects to yours.
Okay.
Um, and
Did you guys
I
talk about that in Italy
uh, I don't
about
know
lucid
if
dreaming?
we did. I don't know if we talked about it and define it, but it's brought in our subject as if it's a communication with a different reality. It's almost like taken as uh, a different kind of insight.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, I understand.
yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
Mm.
Um, yeah. Now, do you believe? So, do you believe in the? Do you believe in this concept of an infinite amount of parallel possibilities that are going on, Kati?
I do, and I think that what we, the experience you have and the belief you have and how the goals you have, your intentions and everything you you bring into your inner world is maintaining you in a certain level of frequency, and then we reinforce that frequency or that reality with each other.
Hmm.
And so I think I like what they bring our attention to the fact that what you say and what you think and what you do is it can affect where you are and what reality will come to be. Do
Yeah,
you think?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, what we are thinking, and what Kati's saying is that what we're thinking and what we're feeling has a lot to do with what we're getting, right? And in life, and our expectations have a lot to do with it. And I think Bill Barkley's asking you a question, Kati.
Mhm.
Do you believe in the afterlife?
Well, for me, it's yeah, I would say probably yes, but I don't know if what he means by afterlife. I believe in before life and then life, incarnation. I believe in different incarnations. I believe that
Hmm.
I don't think it ends at the end of the street. I don't think that um, my body dies and I die with the body. I don't believe that.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
What do you
Um,
think about that, PG?
so I think I'm getting a hint of that Kati and I probably think very much alike in that I do think that there is a before and an after of before, for coming here, right? Like you said.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I don't think we can know exactly the details of everything maybe while we're here, because while we're here we obviously have this amnesia almost, right? To be able to
Mm-hmm.
experience this life
Mm-hmm.
separated from our higher self to some degree, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
And also, our intellect is really limited. I mean, it's very useful for sure, but it's really three-dimensional. There's a lot that exists beyond our intellect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There's a lot that exists beyond our intellect. And hello, anti-derivative Jill. Good to see you. And what do you guys think of what do you guys think about everybody in the chat? What do you guys think about parallel? Are there parallel universes going on where you took a left instead of taking a right, and your life is a little bit different? And what happens with the whole Mandela effect? What is it? Is the Mandela effect converging parallel timelines? What do you guys think about that in the chat? What do you guys think about parallel timelines and Mandela effect? And I'm guessing that the universe sort of repeats itself, says Donnie. What do you think about the Mandela effect? No more multiverses, says Medallion. Kati, what do you think about the Mandela effect?
Can you remind me? The Mandela effect is when
So,
people don't remember the same event?
yeah, it's when people kind of experience things differently, and some people will say, "I remember this," and some people will say, "I don't remember it," and yeah, basically
Yes.
slight differences in remembering stuff.
Mm-hmm. What I think about it,
Yeah, what do you think about that?
I think it's because we're all experiencing individual lives, but there's also a collective, and um, there are timelines that will just end up into a cul-de-sac. Do you know what I mean by cul-de-sac?
Yes, I do.
Where
Yes.
okay, where you're not advancing anymore, and your higher self just leave it and bring you into the next timeline or the next experience. And all of a sudden, if you're leaving a timeline and you get into another experience or a continuation of an experience, well, there has to be a merging of certain memories. So your memories of the past might be um, a bit different. There's a patching that has to happen. And if the person beside you didn't have that kind of experience that arrive and hits a cul-de-sac, and his higher self didn't move him or her, well, their experience might be just nothing has moved. Do you know what I mean? Nothing has
Hmm.
had to be patched.
Yeah.
And I think the Mandela effect is just so it's our personage recollection,
Okay.
and it's just fun when that happens. It's just oh my something happened, and I'm just realizing that it feels funny. You know, I have an example of a I think of a Mandela effect or of an experience where I'm thinking, oh, that's weird. My higher self or whoever, whatever you call it, just did something, and it was I
Hmm.
keep some birthday cards. I keep some special birthday cards
Yeah.
or letters that are special to me in a box. And that one came from my husband and it was really special for me. And to me, it was probably 8 years old. And then just last month,
Hmm.
I find it. I opened that box and I find it again, and I say, "Oh, Brent, your beautiful card to me, or your beautiful letter to me." And in my mind, it was 8 years old, and it was just 2 years old. That's weird.
Really?
Yeah, that's weird.
Wow.
And you know what was special is that I asked Brent. I said, "Brent, that's a long time ago. It's not just 2 years ago." And he was in agreement with me. He couldn't
Really?
understand how come it's just 2 years. Yeah, so
So it
it's
was dated,
interesting.
right? So the card was
It was
dated?
dated. Yes, it was.
Wow. That's interesting.
Mm,
That's interesting. And I've had similar things happen to me, by the way. And I just want to say here that Connie says yeah, it does exist, parallel universes and Mandela effects. And DJ Ronnie says, I think most Mandela effects are a result of shared erroneous memories. Um, Bill Barkley says, I'm not getting into the whole simulation theory. It's far too outside the box. Curtis says, I think there are other worlds. I don't know enough to talk real intelligently about them. Yes, the Berenstein Bears. That's easy. I could really read print much less cursive when I was 6. Did you experience that? I don't know because you were in Quebec. I don't know. Did you experience the Berenstein Bears?
No, but I think I know what he's what he's getting at is like
Yeah.
everybody had a book in grade one, and then they remember that the bear or the dog had I don't know, like a certain position, and then for a certain group of people, it wasn't in a certain position. Is that the
And
thing?
it was also the spelling. It was also the spelling of Berenstein.
Oh, oh yeah,
It was
yeah.
spelled differently because I remember it the way Bill Barkley spells it right there, and apparently it's different.
Wow.
Um,
So
and
what
thank
does
you,
Bill
Medallion.
think about it?
Bill, what do you say about the Berenstein Bears? Because you're yeah. What do you think about that? And thank you, Medallion, for the comedy relief. Howie Mandela effect. There's a there's a there's a TV presenter called Howie Mandel in the United States. Got the
Okay,
um,
thank
I actually had to look it up. Bear brains are a bit smaller than human brains, although size. Okay. Hey, Curtis, thank you for joining the community, Curtis. I appreciate that. And thank you, my friend. And you are most welcome very welcome to be here. Um, and James Bond girl with Jaws. And oh, yeah, those other Mandela effects about the James Bond girl with the Jaws' girlfriend in Moonraker. I also remember her with braces. I don't know if you were aware of that one, Kati. Are you?
you. No, I'm not aware of that one. Yeah, but
So
I
in
think
the
it can happen.
Yeah. So in the James Bond movie of Moonraker, it's an older James Bond movie with Roger Moore. The villain has a girlfriend who has braces. Who remember? Most people remember she has braces, and apparently now she doesn't have braces in the movie.
Hmm,
So very interesting.
interesting.
Medallion says what we think of as the present and the future. It's already happened. We are just running as a simulation in a holocube on a desk somewhere. Yeah, basically, that's basically it, Medallion. Yeah, what is it? With like Moriarty in Star Trek: The Next Generation, right? Do you remember the Moriarty character in Star Trek: The Next Generation, Kati?
No, I don't.
There was an episode in Star Trek: The Next Generation where Sherlock, they wanted to make Data would go into the holodeck with Geordi, and they asked the computer to come up with an adversary that was worthy of Data, and so they came up with with Sherlock Holmes antagonist Moriarty, Dr. Moriarty, and they made him brilliant, and he was very smart as the computer, basically, and yeah, so that was an interesting episode. Um,
Fun, fun.
and by the way, if whenever you have to leave, just let me know, Kati. But it's an honor to have you here. So thank you for being here.
Thank you. It was fun. Okay.
You
Bye
can
bye.
you can stay more, or you can leave, whatever you would need to do.
I have to plug my phone. The charge is
Okay.
getting low.
All right,
Okay.
Kati. Thank you so much, guys. Guys, please say a very friendly thank you to Kati for being here. It was such an honor to have her. Thank you, Kati.
Thank
Thank you, my
you.
friend.
Nice meeting you all. Bye.
Take care, and thank you, Kati. Everybody. That was a special treat to have her here with us. And Peach, hey, good to see you, Deej. Good to see you. We gotta have a Deej Peach soon. Good to see you, my friend. Um, yeah. So it's Berenstain instead of Berenstein. Yeah, that's crazy. That's totally cray, Snortopoopus. Um, and yeah, oh, it's insane. Did you see it on VHS or the big screen? Moonraker. Did you see it on VHS or the big screen? I saw it on the big screen. Um, does it make a difference? Does it make a difference, TJ? Um, what just happened? Okay, okay. Are we still? That was weird. All right, so Um, so it was such a pleasure to have Kathy on. I think Kathy, you're still backstage. So if you want to, if you tell me if you weren't leaving, if you still want to hang around, let me know. Um, yes, Moriarty pretended to take over the Enterprise D, but it was the crew trapped on the holodeck, and the crew figured out the deception and trapped Moriarty in a holocube. Thank you, Medallion, for summing that up so well. Jeez, that was perfect. Thank you, my friend. Guys, yeah, thank you. Everybody saying bye to Kati. Thank you, Kati, for being here. It was such a pleasure. Again, if you want to feel like jumping back in, because I know you're backstage, let me know. Snortopoopas, take care, Kati. Thank you. That was fascinating, says Lydia. Yeah, thank you. Soon will be fields picking in about 3. You'll be picking in the fields already. Are we getting? We're getting some more rural deeds videos. It was an interesting episode to question what is reality. It was. I love that actor, by the way. What's his name? I forget. He played the butler on The Nanny too. Um, amazing actor. Very nice guy too. We don't have stories like that anymore. We don't. But we do on the Orville. We do on the Orville, don't we, Medallion? On VHS, I would argue it's not in progressive scam, but I can't use that kind of argument in your case. Oh, okay. I get so tired of holodeck episodes. I'm just a grumpy old bear. Okay. Maybe Kati will appear in season 4 of the Orville, says Bill. Maybe. You never know. Guys, it was such an honor to have her here. Again, Kati, if you're still listening to us, it was such an honor to have you here, my friend. So thank you for trying to help us understand a little bit of. And if you guys, in case you guys missed it, let's see. I'm just going to check to see if YouTube has already hit me with some kind of slap on the wrist. Let me just check. Usually it comes after. Sometimes it comes during if it's bad enough. Oh, wow. Oh, no. Okay. So far, so good. We'll see what happens. Yes, right. That lost season 3 episode that was turned into a book says, oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Guys, there's Donnie's Deviant Art. Oh, yes. The Devil book. Yes. With that, see, that lost season 3 episode. That was, the book, the audio book. Which I'm still having. Man, I gotta listen to it. I don't know if I've told you guys my Amazon woes, Amazon, but yeah, I'm just gonna have to get the book, physical book. That can be made into an episode for season 4. Interesting. Yeah, that we'd love that for sure. And hello, John Beagle, the dad. Good to see you, John Beagle. Yeah, sympathy for the devil. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. My head is everywhere except where it should be. Let me see. Okay. PJ really needs to see if he can appear in season 4 if it turns out to be the final one. I don't think it's going to be the final one. I think we're going to get a lot more of the Orville. I think we're going to be surprised. I think we're going to be surprised with what's going to get, what we're going to get. I think there's great stuff coming from the Orville. I think there's great stuff coming for humanity. I think there is great stuff coming for our community, for the Orvillians and Trekkies and greater nerd community and the all Shatapli. There's great stuff coming. Listen, let me just share this again. We have so Tim and Sarah have a podcast, and I did put up I put the link into their Instagrams, but here, This is the link to their podcast, and you guys might want to check that out. And good night, Sandra. Get some rest. Thank you for dropping by, Sandra. Good night, my friend. Uh, the show needs to last longer than Discovery and Strange New Worlds. It most certainly does. It most certainly does need to last longer than Discovery. And Unk has got to go on for many, many years, and we got to learn more about Unk. Oh my God, it's a crime. It's a crime how long those shows have gone on. That's a freaking understatement, man. That is a freaking understatement, dude. Anyway, I will. Let me say this. Let me say this to what Medallion is saying. Regardless, okay, as much of a disaster as all that is going on, the fact that this big huge psyop has been going on with a lot of sci-fi, um, it's interesting how certain concepts, apart from agenda, there's almost the political agenda in there is ridiculous, but apart from that, it's interesting how they every once in a while sneak in certain concepts which they've been told to sneak in. And I'm not talking about political agenda. I'm talking about disclosure. But it's interesting. And yes, it is totally a crime. Medallion. Oh, thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend Lydia. And positivity. Yeah, I think. Listen, um, you guys like positivity. You guys could hear it from Kati. Everybody in that community is ultra positive, and Tim and Sarah are that way too. And listen, the negativity out there is a bunch of BS. Most of it is fabricated. Most of the negativity is fabricated. They people pump negativity. They pump division. It's all a bunch of BS. Um, I've never liked politics myself very much in my whole life, because I think it divides people. So unless politics is a positive, constructive, uniting um, thing, I'm not very interested in it. I do think, again, I'm not very political. I do think there's one person out there, RFK, who's doing something more positive. Um, and and let's see. Good night, Raymond. Guys, that's Raymond, King Dolphin TV's channel. Make sure you guys are subscribing. We got a We Grow Together stream coming up this week. We're going to be talking Boosterfi. By the way, there's so much happening with Boosterfi, guys. We're going to be talking just about Boosterfi and how helping channels grow, helping YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all those things grow. And let's see if we can get Orville Nation into to the 100K range by the I don't know. I don't want to be too aggressive. We'll see. It'll happen eventually. I'm going to get Inspiration TV and Orville Nation up there. I'm not really a follower of Doomcock. I know who he is. By the way, I hear he may getting a BitChute video. Also aware of that. Yeah. Yeah, but I think he's been toying with BitChute for a while. I don't think they're necessarily using it. It's not politics are meant to divide, whether in real life. It's not politics are meant to divide, whether in real life or in our enjoyment. Yeah, we can't get bent out of shape. We can't get bent out of shape because we disagree with people, and we have to be civil to each other. We need to be civil to each other. I agree, PJ. I hate politics, but might share a little something I did a few years ago. Oh, please do. Are you what you mean on Twitter, Lydia, or blast from the past? I wanted to binge some Lauren Green, so I started watching. Oh, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Binging some, yeah, yeah, John Beagle Dad. Hey, Time Prophet, good to see you, my friend. Good to see Prime Time Prophet, and good to see Rod Thunderheart. Good to see you, my friends. Good to. What, are you guys raiding from somewhere? Hey, Gap, good to see you, my friend. For those of you guys who are just coming in here, We started watching, and I'm going to put up the clip without the audio. Because if somehow we made it through the stream without Rob Thunderheart, yeah. Somehow we made it through the stream without getting hit. I'm putting. You guys remember this episode? All the world's birthday cake. Bortus and Kelly end up on a planet that they did first contact with. They end up in prison because of you guys know the whole story. And Kati, if you're still listening, that episode we were watching from the Orville, yeah, it takes a dark turn because of the, let's say, the superstitions of the people on the planet that they were visiting. It kind of makes them go into conflict with the crew of the Orville. Basically, there's superstitions about the zodiac calendars, basically. So all right, let me share that again. Happy birthday, John Beagle Dad. Happy birthday, my friend. Congratulations. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. And Kati, yeah, Kati is still with us backstage. And yeah, superstitions. Sarah Zula does really good with superstitions. Absolutely. Absolutely. Orville Nation, you were looking very tanned. I wish. It's probably the lighting, but thank you. Thank you, my friend. I'm not really too tan. I'm very white. I don't get too dark. Let's see. Um, 1 second. Give me 1 sec, guys. Give me 1 sec. All right. All right. Let me put up. I'm just going to show before we wrap up. I want to show the clip that we were watching with Kati before. It's from the Orville. You guys know what it is, and I'm just going to show in the background from the beginning without the audio, and you guys know, of course, what it is. Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. You guys can see this. And this is the. You know what? Forget it. I'm just going to. Give me 1 sec. Give me 1 sec, guys. All right. Let's just do it. I'm going to play. Let's just do it. Let's just play it again. I have to play it in intervals. So this is what we were playing. We wanted to share, for you guys who are just coming in here, we wanted to share what to the all shift happily community. Let's see. We wanted to share to the all shift happily community what the Orville and the Trekkie sci-fi community is about, and vice versa, and what the all shift happily community is about too. So I'm just going to play this, and this explains to both communities what the other community is about, because they're both about this.
Well, that way we can do it up a little bigger than usual. Invite more of the crew.
Is this an order?
No, it's just a thought.
Then I do not wish to have a joint party.
Why not?
I prefer my birthday to be my day.
He's afraid he's going to get less stuff.
I am not afraid.
And he's right. Joint birthday, less stuff for everybody. It's a trap, Borders.
Captain, I'm picking up a transmission from somewhere in the Gamma Valorum system.
I'm just going to stop it every once in a while because I think if we stop it, we could maybe avoid. So let me just catch up with the comments here. Trying to apply superstitions to visitors from another world always works out well. I know, right? Yeah, that's basically the gist of the episode. Sorry guys, my computer is getting bombarded with notifications. I had to close that. Sorry about that. All right, here we go.
That's a long way out. It looks like old-style microwaves.
From a ship?
No, it's a planet.
Confirmed. There are 7 planets in the Gamma Valorum star system.
Oh my god.
What?
It says, is anyone out there?
Borders, check Union records for any previous contact with that star system.
I have to stop it. You guys, so this is what we were showing before. We were talking with Kati before. Remember the excitement with this episode, the excitement with first contact from the Planetary Union crew, and that excitement of contacting a new civilization that has not been contacted by the Planetary Union before.
Borders, check Union records for any previous contact with that star system.
Negative, sir.
Oh, baby! This is it! This is what we signed up for!
Talk about a birthday gift.
All hands, this is the captain. Begin prepping all stations for first contact. Gordon, set a course for Gamma Valorum and engage quantum drive.
With pleasure, sir.
All right, let's stop it. Let me stop it 1 sec. I want to watch the whole thing. I just want to watch the whole thing. Seth, give us permission to watch the whole thing. Give me written permission that I can put up like on the screen, Seth, please. Give PJ, Egotastic, and all the other Orville channels have permission to show clips that are, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes long. Who knows? All right. Trying to apply superstitions to visitors never goes well. Yeah, computer. I never went to works parties either. It's a microwave oven. Someone is okay. Okay. All right, let's keep watching. Just stop it really quick. There's a lot of music here, and YouTube is a big fan of catching people on music. All right.
What do we know about these people from the initial communication?
They're awaiting our arrival, and they've given us landing coordinates. Other than that, nothing. That's the fun part.
We decided against the joint birthday, correct?
Let me just say, I love the humor on the Orville. Seth, give us more humor. The Orville is fantastic. It does not take away. It does not take away from anything. It does not take away from Ed Mercer. It does not take away the humor on the Orville makes it more real. It makes it more real to me. Orville Nation, well, I must go. Okay, Donnie, take care, my friend. Have a great week, Donnie Don. Good to see you. That is a Star Trek parody theme music. I know, right? Sounds a little bit very Star Trekky. Yeah, yeah, it does. You guys are all on the same page. Music is rather James Hornerish. Hornerish. You guys are all on the same page. Um, I just gotta stop it. Oh man, you know what? You know what? I'm really enjoying. I am really enjoying watching this with you guys, even though we have to watch it. Hey, Kronos, under these circumstances, maybe a watch party idea would kind of be fun every once in a while. Starfleet. Yes, it is Starfleet. Starfleet Academy. Yes. Yes. Hey, Kronos, good to see you. All right. Yes, Medallion. All right. Let's finish watching the end. We might have to do watch parties. We might have to. Let me just say, I could have cut the clip here and I thought about it, but I said, no, I want to hear Seth making jokes. I want to hear Captain Mercer making jokes about watch parties and boba. It's ready. They just plopped down on the planet and it said, I said you right. I know, right? Um, the Navy. All right. So I could have stopped it here, but I wanted to listen. I wanted to listen to Seth. Ed Mercer making funny cracks. I love the humor in the Orville's. Seth, if you're listening, don't be afraid of it, my friend. Well, I know you're not, but you know what the thing is. The thing is that, and I keep repeating myself on all this. The mini movie episode format is fantastic. Um, some people, because it's a lot longer, guys. I mean, there's a big difference between 30, 39, 40-minute episodes and hour and 5 minutes. There's a big difference when you add 25 minutes of footage. And I would love to still have that season 2 level of humor, that quantity level of humor. Anyway, I'm a broken record, so don't listen to me, guys. Let's just finish watching this.
Okay, here we go. We could make up fake names. They wouldn't know.
Why would we do that?
Oh, I've always hated my name. I just figured this is one of those times where you can make your own name.
It's true. You could.
Like I could be Chad. You could be Maxine.
Should we do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Mix it up.
All right, why not?
Let's do it.
No, I feel like they'd know. First prefect, I'm Captain Ed Mercer of the USS Orville. This is my first officer and crew. On behalf of the people of our world, welcome to Rigor 2. On behalf of the Planetary Union, welcome to the galaxy.
And indeed, friends, welcome to the galaxy, Rigor 2. Welcome to the galaxy. Mako's from Enterprise. Welcome to the galaxy. So we were watching that at the beginning with Kati, and again, we had a friend here from the All Shift Happily community, and it was such an honor to have her here. So, listen, guys, let's just do a little. Did you wash your hands before shaking? Touching hands could have been a crime on that world. Who knows? The Makers got absorbed in the Starfleet. I agree. They got absorbed in the Starfleet. Yeah. Wasn't it? I actually thought, listen, I am greatly, greatly impressed with Star Trek Enterprise. And I say this, it is so underrated. It was done so well. Star Trek Enterprise was done so well. I'm sorry people disagree. It's not a popular position. I think that since we got started getting crappy Trek, that more people agree with me. But I think that story from Zephyr Cochrane to Kirk had to be bridged somehow. It was done well. It was done very well. Welcome to the Galaxy. Have you have you had your shots? um, just joined. Hey, Dr. Omega. Good to see you, my friend. Um, good to see you. It's and just joined. Didn't you think you were streaming today? Oh yeah. It's we're back on the saddle, my friend. And yeah, we're back in the saddle. So yeah.
What do you say there, Doctor? Oh,
Wow, you were pretty quiet, huh? We thank God didn't say anything while our guest was here. How do we explain ARG? How do we explain ARG to Kati? I like Star Trek Enterprise, especially season 3. Yeah, agreed. Gap, yeah. Medallion says the same thing. I like Star Trek Enterprise, even the theme tune. I don't like anything. I do like the theme tune as well, and I like the fact that Chuck Yeager's in there. And I I've said this to you guys before. Had a little contact with General Yeager before he passed. Um, I actually thought we are going to get to interview him someday. He was in pretty good shape for his age, and he's doing very well. And who is Arg? Arg is an alien who lives with yeah, he's a roommate, and I'm sure you're going to be hearing a lot about him, and I'm sure he's going to be letting you know who he is. So uh
how about it there, Patsy boy?
yeah, that's Arg. That's Arg. Um, so yeah, he shows up every once in a while there, Cutty. All right, so let's do a little wrap up. Scott Bakula. I love Scott Bakula. Scott Bakula is a wonderful, wonderful actor. He did Jonathan Archer is a great character. He's a great character. He did a great job. I would love to have more Jonathan Archer. I'd love to have Scott Bakula on the Orville, actually. Yes, Porthos. You gotta love Porthos. First captain with a pet. Uh, captain with Porthos. I'd love to interview Porthos. Maybe John Beagle Dad. Maybe John Beagle Dad can let us interview Porthos. My mother-in-law thought Archer's dog Porthos was Forto. Oh yeah, Fortos. Okay, that's funny. All right, guys. So again, we want to thank Gati for being here. It was such an honor to have her. And want to thank everybody who's been in and out here. Um, it's been a pleasure getting back to streaming, guys. Been doing a lot of I haven't been doing all the rehab I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm getting there. I'm slowly getting back to normal. Yeah, legal lives matter. Are you sure they are still alive after all this time? Well, the real Porthos is not alive, but John Beagle Dad maybe can lend us a, a Porthos cosplay from his dog, right? His dog can cosplay Porthos for us. Decom Chamber podcast. Scott Bakley was on there. Oh, cool, awesome. Enterprise is really hitting its stride with season 3 and 4. Yeah, those evil TV execs. And of course, when they finally bring it back, they bring it back for all this weird agenda disclosure, this weird stuff, right? This big huge psyop, like we were talking about. All right, guys. So I want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to Kati. And by the way, guys, Kati says that she was honored to meet all of you, and hopefully we will have her back. She was a wonderful guest, wasn't she? What do you guys think? Wasn't Kati a wonderful guest? Yes, you said the dreaded name, Dalian. Yes, yes. Oh boy. Um, I'm not even going to repeat that. Don't don't want to repeat that name 3 times. Uh, yeah, yeah. Okay, let's stay positive here. Filter word of track. You guys are funny. Yes, guys. Kathy was a wonderful guest. Thank you. She had a great time. She was honored to meet you guys. And all right, listen. We're gonna be back soon. Um, yes, she was great, wasn't she, Maria? Um, she was sweet, says DJ Ronnie. Kathy was wonderful, says yes and again. And great, guys. Yes, thank you for reminding me, my friend. Thank you, Billiard. Awesome, Bill. Thank you, my friend, for reminding me. And
Sit there now, Mr. Billiard Barkley there.
yeah, even Arg even Arg is grateful for that reminding. All right, guys. Thank you to everybody. And guys, it's good. It's good to be. It's good to. Uh, By the way, guys, Maria, it's good to see you feeling better, my friend. And hopefully, we got great stream. Maria has a great cooking stream coming out. So look for Tea and Telly. There's a part 2. Maria had to cancel her part 2 the other day, but she's coming back. She's a part 2 to the Marilyn Monroe um, special with Cameron, with the exec producer, Cameron, our friend Cameron Pasha. They have they have a great talk with about that project that Cameron is writing about Marilyn Monroe. Very, very interesting stuff. The part 1 was great, and Cameron was holding back. So that's going to be fantastic. All right, guys. Thank you. Let's everybody be good to each other. Stay positive. The negativity is a bunch of baloney. As what Kati was talking about before, we get what we're feeling and what we're thinking, what we're feeling. That's what we're getting in our daily lives. You know what? Make your life awesome. Make your life awesome. All those little thoughts that are holding you back inside, that internal dialogue, for example, that might be holding you back. We're going to be doing some planetary union coach stuff. We're going to bring Peds, the planetary union coach, out of his retirement, and we took a lot of that content down. We're going to be putting some of it up, and we're doing more stuff. And remember, life is great. Make it great. And if you really want to make it great, share with other people. Share that life is great with other people. Don't just keep that secret to yourself. Share it with people. Let people know life is great, and let other people know that they can make their own life better. Okay. And as Jay Lee says, do better. All right. PJ's rambling. Let's go. Where's Scott Grimes? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Let's see. Where is Scott Grimes? Whoa, Page is rusty here.
Stay on target there now, Pidge.
I'm staying on target. I'm glad you're in a good mood, by the way. We still got a tweet. We still have that little chat about how you got kicked out of Area 51, my friend. That story is a doozy. Let's see. Maria, by the way, I gotta I gotta remind you. We gotta talk. I gotta talk to you later. I just remember that.
Tian tale haba haba.
Okay. All right. There he is. All right, guys. Have an awesome, awesome, awesome start to your week. Many blessings to all you guys.
It's all I've got to say.
And for all you guys who are still here, shh, don't tell the people who never hang around till the end that this happens. We always play one more clip or a couple more clips.
Group leader to all pilots. Time to fly. Acknowledged. It's about time we give these things a real shakedown.
And one more to say goodbye.
You're an interesting species. We'll meet again.
We'll meet again. Bye, folks.